Hi, Deborah Pegues, your relationship strategist. We are on part 3 of our series on why a message gets rejected. And we're using the analogy of sending a package from our local post office. And we've talked about the importance of addressing it properly, i.e. in our communication we have to use the right tone, the right words, right body language. We've talked about the importance of putting proper postage on the letter, meaning we have to invest in the relationship enough so that we're able to send that kind of a message. But today, we're going to talk about what happens when the recipient just doesn't want to receive that message. And they mark it return to sender. What do you do? We see this happening throughout society. In fact, BP, we have read in news in recent days that they were warned about the fact that there would be a problem with the oil wells and with the drilling, and they rejected the message. And sometimes people just aren't ready to receive the information that you're trying to give to them. Maybe it's greed, maybe it's ego, maybe it's pride. For whatever reason, they will just reject the package. What do? I saw a woman who was warned about a man that she wanted to marry. In her family, they had made the right investment in the relationship. Her friends, they all warned her that he was not the man for her. But she returned that message to the senders, and she married him. And he turned out to be all that they had warned her that he was going to be. And she's living a life of misery. What happens then? What do? Again, one more example. There was a king in the Bible, a wicked king, Ahab, who asked a godly king, King Jehoshaphat, to go to war with him. And all of his counselors, King Ahab's counselors, told him, yes, go to war, you're going to be victorious. But this godly king, Jehoshaphat, said, why don't we get some input from a godly prophet? And the godly prophet comes in and he says, don't do it. You're going to die if you go out there. God is not ordaining this. Ahab rejected the message, went to war, and he was killed. Listen, folks, when you've done all that you know to do, and I want to encourage you with this today, you may be making a message, you may be sending a message to someone, you know that you've invested in the relationship, you've done all that you know to do, you're the right person to tell them, but the person has just decided that, I don't want that message. I want to encourage you to continue to pray for him, to pray for her, but to know that you've done your part, and then to just release it, because some people just won't receive that message. But listen, don't ever underestimate the power of prayer, because only God can change a heart and change a mind. And so continue to stand in faith that God will take the scales from their eyes so that the message you're trying to send them will be the message that they receive.